Hey guys, this is Priestess Sabri, and I'm here to explain because a lot of people really love the enchantment. A lot of people really love the sweetest fruit and the sugar daddy oil, and also the don't you fuck with my energy, don't you fuck with my energy spray. So I want you guys to correctly understand how to go about using this system. It's not just for sugar daddies, okay? These are attraction products. They're meant to attract and to pull in. I say use them with caution, because if you're just going on a date with somebody who you don't like, it's going to pull them in more. It's going to make them want to talk to you. It's going to make them want to be around you more. If you're having problems in your relationship and you want more of a romantic feeling or more of coming together, less arguing, calming down, him wanting to, well, let's just not get X-rated, but just basically wanting to improve, wanting to attract. So what you would do is you would take a shower. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could spray yourself down with the don't you fuck with my energy. It's like a walking cleansing. Okay. So you'll cleanse yourself off with this. Okay. Air dry for like 5 minutes, and then you'll rub yourself down in the oil. Okay. There is no rose petals in here. This is a completely different formula. This is not your own making foam. No, it's different. You put it on your body. Remember, it's an attraction. It's going to attract. So if you're not trying to attract some bums and some dust bags, don't use this. Then you're going to move into the spray. Now, there's a technique to the spray that I like to do. I like to wait till I'm where my target is and then spray it on me. So it's good to go inside of your purse. Go into this purse real quick. Put it in here. Get out of your car. Spray it down. Poom poom magic. I should have called it poom poom magic. Kitty cat magic, okay? You spray it down and then you walk into where you're going into. To set a mood, you can spray it. You can spray it at the kitchen table, in your bedroom, on your couch. You can even wear it to job interviews. People, it's an attraction product. So people will feel like, wow, who's that lady walking into my life? Who's that lady? And then also you can come in and use the sugar daddy oil. You can put a few drops of it in your hands and then put a few drops of this, okay? So it's going to make him want to spend. It's going to make him want to dive. He's going to want to dive in your kitty, but you're going to dive into his pockets. Okay, I'm always asked, does this work for men who are attracted to men or men who date men? Actually, I've heard that it does. It does work, especially if you're more of a feminine male. Yes, it can work to attract men. So it does work for men too. But the sugar daddy oil can be blended in with this. Also, another thing that you can do, guys, you can put it inside of your bath. Like, you can put a few squirts in your actual spiritual bath, in your love bath. You can then come out and then spray, okay? So, but don't overuse it. Use it like a weapon, like a gun. When somebody break in your house, you gotta be like, pop, pop, pop. You know, you use it when you have to. Don't overuse the energy. And of course, I'm Priestess Sabri. I'm located at 2470 Windy Hill Road, Suite 406, Marietta, Georgia, 30062. Bye-bye. So you're on your date and you're inside of your car and you're putting on your lipstick, you know, trying to look spazzy for your date, you know, zaddy, you know, when I was zaddy. And you know, you're going to go in your purse, you know, because, you know, you're on a date, you want to attract him. You want him to be like, what is that je ne sais quoi? He want to dive into your kitty cat. You want to dive into his wallet. Spray, spray. Then put your secret weapon, because this is your secret weapon, back in your purse. And go on your date, girl. Go on your date. All right. So guys, we have something new in here, guys. This is the Ancestral prayer candles with the oil. So it's gonna help you to actually connect with your ancestors like way better. It's like calling a direct phone line. It's just gonna help things to be a lot clearer. If you don't have an ancestral altar, you can most definitely use this as one of your candles. You can use the oils, especially for like dreaming or inviting your ancestors into your dreams. It's a great product. It's now online. And it's just really just when you use this candle, use it with the intention of communicating so that you can receive some type of help or throwing out some type of prayer. You see what I'm saying? So use it to connect in a very beneficial type of way, not just to just randomly light it. Use it to your advantage. And again, I'm Priestess Sabri. I'm located at 2470 Windy Hill Road, Southeast, room 406, Marietta, Georgia, 30067, Ibobo, and Conjure On. And the reason why Spirit always told me that it is going to be overturned is simply because of the fact that we do have some things that need to be changed or remodified in the actual laws. And it is going to cause women a lot of problems. I want to talk about how do I say this? Making abortion private is what it's going to be like for a while. So you are going to have insurance or some type of doctor. They're about to change how it's done. So it's almost like you got to have insurance to get an abortion, or you got to have some type of abortion plan or something. It's going to be more privatized, meaning that yes, you can get an abortion, but there's a certain procedure that you have to go through. I always saw that, and it is going to cause women a lot of problems. It's going to cause women a lot of problems. It's going to cause a lot of financial problems. A lot of women trying to find like resources. It's going to cause a lot of problems. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Wow. I'm not saying it's Handmaid's Tale teas, but it's giving me, there is going to come somebody who does like rally behind women. But Roe versus Wade, I keep hearing this 7 years. I keep hearing 7 years. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I'm like, shit. So we may be battling this for 7 years, or after it's overturned, it may be a 7-year battle. So we all know what states, but why don't we talk about how a lot of these states have really shut down pretty much all of their abortion clinics? Like, so it's hard to even get an abortion, or you can't have an abortion at 6 weeks. Now, Tennessee, you can't even take Plan B. These are what I call distraction laws. Like, they're distractions. They're not real laws. They don't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? There's so many problems in this country, and you're choosing abortion as a battlefield. They're distraction laws. They're laws that keep us in our feelings so that we don't really see what is going on. The bigger issue, gas is $3, $4, $5, $6. Mortgages is blah, 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 blah. Housing is expensive as hell. Food is expensive as hell. We're drowning. But let's talk about abortion real quick. You see what I'm saying? It's something that is a tactic, and sadly, women haven't been fighting hard enough on a local level to secure the bag when it comes to Planned Parenthood clinics. I used to use Planned Parenthood clinics. What are women going to have to do to get abortions? What are women going to have to do to get abortions? Once Roe versus Wade is overturned, what are women going to have to do to get abortions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Oh, wow. You're going to have to be forceful. You're going to have to fight. Fight a very confusing system that is going to keep you going round and round. Round and round we go. You don't even know what you came in for. Round and round we go. Sit your backpacks at the... You're going to have to literally battle to get an abortion. After. You're going to be battling. You're going to be battling even to get the money. You're going to have to look outside of your area. You may have to travel. You may have to go to New York, Boston, Connecticut, Canada. More traveling. Yep, more traveling. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Having to like decide more traveling. More traveling. And it shows women having to create some type of like network, like almost a secret network. Guys, I am 40 years old and I will never understand why people are so emotional about abortion when there are so many children in the adoption agency, so many children being abused, so many. Why don't we fight for them? We don't even have enough advocates for these babies who are being abused, these teenagers who are being raped by their stepdad. It shows us creating a network, and even through that network, they're trying to destroy it. We're gonna fight, y'all. We are. There's a lot of out-of-state traveling in these cards. So if you want to get an abortion, but isn't it already like that now in some of these states? Like you literally have to travel 600 miles just to get an abortion, and you better find out soon. So it's been, I've been telling y'all on a local level, it's been on some bullshit. It's hard to even find a lot of Planned Parenthood clinics. Will women eventually gain the right to have abortions in all 50 states? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. There's gonna be a man who comes and fights on behalf of like women, actually, who's gonna make it easier to access. They are going to fight him. They are. Guys, it's just gonna like depend on your state. It's just gonna depend on your state in the process. They're gonna allow the states to like decide. So if you want an abortion and you live in like Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, one of these highly religious, highly prejudiced, highly like Tennessee, where now you can't even get a plan B, it's gonna be based on the states. And then we're gonna get a new law. But it reminds me of a law of like, yes, you can travel out of state to get an abortion. Something crazy, something like, but Roe versus Wade is going to be called something else. It's not going to be called Roe versus Wade. It's going to be like your state has the right to not allow you to get an abortion. But if you want to go to these states, it's like they're going to create these neutral places where women can get abortions. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like if you live in Kentucky, then you may have to go to like, I don't know, Indiana in a certain blue zone. You know what I'm saying? It's what we're going through now. We will eventually get, but it's 7 years. It's going to be a battle. After Roe versus Wade is overturned, it's going to be a 7-year battle. So for 7 years, women are going to have to figure out what we're going to do. When it does happen, yeah, but it's already hard to get an abortion anyways. So it's like they've made it like they're forcing you to have babies. What does Spirit think women need to do to keep their reproductive poom rights? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting this. Spirit is putting accountability on both men and women. Spirit is telling both men and women, y'all need to focus on getting your money up and creating family units. Like, I'm not making this up. It's also speaking of family units, of like having your money in order, having your household somewhat in order, having a partner, having somebody who is going to help you. Yes, in the heavens, they want union, they want marriage, they want companionship because it brings some type of flow. Knowing if you want children or not, you know, it's a lot of accountability in these cards. But also them being aware that humans are funny. Like, humans are funny. You could, even in the heavens, they understand that you could get pregnant in a very weird predicament or something is not right. They say that you have the right to choose. That they, even in the heavens, they feel like we would prefer if you were married or if you had a long-term companion and you both were more stable or had community. They're also speaking about community, the lack of community help, the lack of us coming together to help each other. So they're speaking about, we understand that there is heartbreak and lies and deceit that comes from the conception of a child. So therefore, we understand that sometimes there's difficult decisions that have to be made where a life cannot come. You see what I'm saying? They understand that it's a very hurtful decision that you have to make. But when deception was at play in funny situations, they understand. Have you ever been involved with somebody and you thought he was going to be there, and then once you find out you're pregnant, you can't even find him on the cell phone? Or you find out that you and... This is crazy. How are men going to be involved in Roe versus Wade overturned? What are they going to do? Is this about to be some Maiden's Tale? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. It's a lot of helpless cards, a lot of like, it's gonna cause a lot of arguments though. It's gonna cause the man almost like, damn, I'm gonna have to do a lot just to help you to get this abortion. It may be financially draining. It's like they want you to go through a lot of obstacles, a lot of financial obstacles before you can get an abortion. Abortion's never been cheap. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like it's turning into a day trip, a few days off. It's making the man feel like maybe we can't afford to get this abortion. Like ladies, save up your money. Because once it is overturned, which to me, technically it is overturned. In a lot of these states, you can't even get an abortion. And even if you can, you got to drive. And I would walk 5,000 miles and I would walk 5,000. All of these abortions. And you can't even get one. And now in Tennessee, you can't even get a Plan B. Now, that's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Roe versus Wade has to be overturned, because they're finding too many loopholes and modifications. You know what I'm saying? How you can even order a Plan B online, bitch. It's like, stop playing. So people have to drive. So are they going to stop? So are all of these conservative states about to start trying to block Plan Bs? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Yeah, they're going to attack Plan B. More states are going to start attacking Plan B. But it shows, it's funny, it shows women still being able to get it at a doctor's office. Again, making it harder to get an abortion, making you having to go through loopholes, making you having to go to a doctor, spend more money, spend $100, $200, $300 to go see a doctor, and then having to go. It's like making it hard, almost confusing. Like, okay, so how do I get... They're going to make it confusing. So y'all may want to stock up on your Plan Bs and keep some on the side, because they are going to make it like privatized. Like, oh, I got to go to the doctor just to go look at a Plan B now. I can't just go to the pharmacy or certain places. It's just a lot of, we're going to make you jump over hoops to get this abortion. You see what I'm saying? And sadly, there's a lot of suffering cards. Women suffer. And it's sad, because I really feel it's like men have dicks and balls, and they don't understand what it's like to have a uterus. You know, the reality is, even when we're married, women do a lot of the upkeeping. You know what I'm saying? It's that, well, I don't have a uterus or a vagina and I can't carry a child, but I don't believe in abortion, so you shouldn't. It's a lot of, I cannot empathize with you. I cannot sit in your shoes. You see what I'm saying? But spirit even knows that sometimes conception was through deception. Okay, y'all? Conjure on.